Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Behind me is a 2022 Logan Coach Bullseye 2-horse Warmblood size bumper pull. The Warmblood market has really just gained a lot of steam over the last 5-6 years. We're really seeing a lot of need and want for oversized trailers, especially the extra tall setups. Now this is a straight load setup, so we don't really need to go extra wide in this type of scenario. But these trailers have become extremely popular. Our inventory has really expanded in this market quite a bit, and again, really sought after trailers. So what we'll do is, before we get into this trailer behind me here, we'll go ahead and take a look at the drawing on it so I can kind of point out some specs for you so you know what you're looking at here. So this trailer is again a straight load setup. We have a front tack room on it. It is the standard 6'9.5" inches wide in this type of scenario. We'll have no wheel wells on the inside of it. It is 13'4.5". I know it's an odd sounding number. 13 foot 4.5 inches from the back bumper to basically the front of the box before it tapers over. And then we have some additional length there. And then with it being a Warmblood size trailer, it is 7'6" tall. So again, that's one of the big things is those extra tall trailers. And again, with this type of setup here, with it being a straight load, there's no need for it to be extra wide unless you just want it for some additional maybe stall width, but more importantly, maybe in the tack room. But these Bullseye models have become very popular over the last couple of years for us as well. In the bumper pull setups, we can do 2 and 3 horse setups. So we can do 2 and 3 horse slant loads or 2 horse straight load. And then in the goosenecks, same type of scenario, but it's a 3 and a 4 horse, but we can do a 2 horse straight load setup just like this, as far as a Warmblood size trailer. When we're looking at a Logan, we're looking at a galvanized steel frame aluminum body. So what I want to really kind of emphasize when we're walking through this is the competition that we put this trailer up against in the same kind of price points. There's a couple things that really separate a Logan from those. That is that galvanized steel frame. It's not going to rust like black steel will. You have a lifetime corrosion warranty on this trailer if you're the first owner. And then one of the other things is warranty. 8-year structure, 2-year hardware. That's bumper to hitch type of a warranty as far as that's concerned, where the competition will offer you a 1, maybe 5-year limited warranty. So again, there's limited warranty options on those type of trailers. But right here, we're just looking at the front here. Nothing too crazy. We have our manual crank jack, a 2 5/16 ball. Obviously your safety chains, your breakaway battery. On this type of a scenario, obviously, depending on your tow vehicle itself, you need to know what you're capable of towing, but also you need to be able to run some electric brakes, which this trailer is equipped with. Whether it's an integrated brake system on your vehicle, a lot of the newer vehicles have that, or if you don't, we need to go ahead and put an aftermarket on there. Our shop and parts department can help you out with that. And if not, you can look at that type of an option, but you are going to have those, that type of a setup to run the brakes on this. The other thing is this is aluminum body. So again, galvanized steel frame, aluminum body. So it gives it that look of an all aluminum trailer as far as the finish on it, really dressing it up, but it also lightens up some of that weight. Now, there's a lot of this is standard options, but then there's some stuff that we add on. As far as the front tack room on it, your brush tray on the door, that's standard. When we get in here, you have a 2-tier saddle rack. It's actually against the wall. You can go in and add additional if you'd like. There are additional spots for 2 other saddle racks if you want. But then you can move these if you have a desired location. 4-tier blanket pole rack, that's standard as well. It just snaps against the wall, so it can swivel out if you'd like, but then it secures against the wall itself. And then you've got a row of bridle hooks up top with carpet behind it. I'm a big advocate for carpet behind bridle hooks just because of, one, they sway and move, when you're actually in transit and moving, so it can scuff up these walls. It also creates a lot of noise on the back side of this for these horses. So having carpet behind that is really important in my opinion. We try to do that in a lot of our inventory units, put that carpet behind those. One of the things we like to upgrade to is a water tank. Now, you hear us in a lot of our videos say corner water tank, corner water tank, corner water tank, but in these type of straight load scenarios, we're dealing with a straight wall itself. So our angles are a little bit different. So in this one here, you actually have more of a square. This is a custom built one for these trailers that Logan gets. You've got a valve here for a bucket underneath there, or you can put a actual hose and run it out. That's what I like, in my opinion, because then you can fill outside and not have to lug buckets in and out. And then you have a spare tire located on that opposite wall there. It is an aluminum wheel. I'll show you those, but that was an upgrade. Steel wheels are standard. Not only do you get the 4 on the ground, but you get the spare in an aluminum tire as well. Now, on these Bullseyes, they've got another model called the Crossfire. That's their entry level. This is a step up. And one of the very first things that really separates it from that model is this door. So this is a made at the factory door. It's heavy duty. On the Crossfire model, their entry level, they use a prefab door. It's rounded at the top. That's the easiest way to tell. But you feel the weight of this door. It's a nice solid seal. And you feel the weight of the actual door. Where you grab the Crossfire door, it's really lightweight. You actually need to go ahead and lock that door in transit, because the right bump will get it to pop open. These doors here, you know, we're going to be using these every single time. So by being able to open and just slam them shut, there's going to be a lot of longevity to them. You also have the welded hinges on them. And it's the exact same thing on the drop windows. So as you can see, we have some actual framework around this drop window. Now this trailer, with this setup, we have dual entry doors on the side, so an access point into the stall area at the front, but you do have these drop windows to allow for some more air movement through there. Again, in the Crossfire, you're going to have a prefab, so that doesn't have this type of framework. And you got to think about it. Every time we use this trailer, we're going to be opening up this tack door, probably dropping these drop windows. So we want them to hold up over time. But by having this type of a setup for loading and unloading purposes, you know, having these dual doors is really, really nice, because you can actually load a horse, step underneath the chest strap that we'll show you when we get inside there, and you can literally have this open and just step out, or you can step in there as well. But again, you have a drop window to create some air movement. You've got a large bus window over the hip that's going to allow for air movement as well. And then we're going to have some two-way roof vents that we'll show you on the inside there when we get into that. One of the other standard options you'll notice up top there is a load light. That's an LED load light. There's one on each side and the rear of this trailer. It's all on one switch, so you can turn on some lights at night, have some light coverage there. And then again, we have two 3,500-pound rubber torsion axles. But again, we upgraded to the aluminum wheels rather than steel wheels. It just really dresses this trailer up. Yes, there is an additional cost, but boy, those things will, you know, over time continue to look like that, where those steel ones will kind of, that paint will chip. They'll kind of get that superficial rust kind of look to it, and they just kind of look ugly. So why not go ahead and put a nice set of wheels on this trailer? Now, as we get to the back of this trailer, and there's a reason why they did this. So we have a ramp over the dual doors. So what it does is it helps when producing these models to kind of keep the same things. Obviously this trailer's taller and the load's a little bit different, but they can still build the doors the same width and just continue to move with production. So they do dual 50/50 doors with a ramp over it, where in a lot of our Warmblood setups, you see a ramp that's actually the back of the trailer opening with Dutch doors above it. But again, for these purposes, that's why they did this. Now, if we step up into the Riot model, or that Warmblood version of their models that Logan offers, that's when then you'd get the rear ramp and then the Dutch doors above that. But they're all independent, so you can open one ahead of the other if you'd like. These trailers are also very popular from the standpoint of, hey, I can take this thing out and maybe I can haul a mare and a foal in this type of a scenario, a box, you know, style setup. Or, hey, if you have some toys, you don't want to use this trailer for other things, you can take this ramp out. It's kind of a two-person job just because of the length of it. It's really not that heavy, but you have to have somebody on that end, somebody on this end, and walk out. And then you could actually load toys, because you actually have a ramp already on the trailer itself. Now, as we get in here to the stall area, We've got, and as you saw, I did the butt strap, so this guy will swing out of the way. So if you need a little bit more room loading, unloading somebody, having the ability to just step away from them, you can do that. But as you can see, we have this extruded piece here. You have pads on the divider, pads on the wall as well. So you have pads all the way around. And then you've got your solid head grill. That does swivel as well. It can unpin and swivel one way or the other. But all you have to do is get that loose, and then this center post here unpins, and again, you can take it right out. But I mentioned the two-way roof vents up top. You have one above each horse. So again, we can manipulate airflow throughout this trailer, you know, trying to keep them as calm as possible. And then as you can see, 7'6" tall as far as the height. While you're looking at that, I want you to notice that there is a bow to this roof. They actually put you know, a little bit of a bow to it, so it allows moisture, allows snow when it melts to get off of this roof. Again, when we talk about the competition, and in this price point, a lot of the competition will have a flat roof. And what will happen is that moisture and that snow just sits there. And what it'll do is it'll just break down that roof seal probably a little bit quicker than it normally should. But we see a lot of those competition trailers come in 4 or 5 years old, and we have to reseal roofs. Where you should be able to get a little bit longer on these. You will always have to reseal roofs. That's just part of maintenance. It's like brakes, it's like bearings, it's like tires. That's what you're gonna have to do to this, but you shouldn't have to do it as frequent. So again, saving you a little bit of money as far as return on investment over time. But again, that bow will allow that to happen, to get that moisture off of this roof. They incorporate this Vortex lining throughout the trailer. You might have noticed it a little bit up at the actual bumper pull hitch, but that Vortex lining is really stout. It's really strong, really durable. They use it throughout. I think it deadens a lot of the noise in this stall area, but it's really, really stout stuff. It's like a bed liner, so it's very easy to clean as well. So you get this, just swing this guy back by, and then just go ahead and throw the strap on it. But up top there's that load light at the back. There's interior lights as well, but those are individual. So you can actually turn on your load lights and then turn on your stalls, or vice versa, or all of them at once. It's completely up to you. So as we get over here to driver's side, you'll notice same door that we saw on the other side, same drop window in it as well. And then I also wanted you to notice this is the white sheeted trailer. So white sheeting is standard. From there, we can do some different color options. Silver is a popular one, charcoal, kind of a darker, you know, charcoal metallic type of a setup. We can do champagne as well. There's no upcharges for those colors. When you go to their black, whether it's their polished black or their matte kind of finish to those, there will be an upcharge on those. But we try to mix up kind of some different options for you. You know, kind of mixing it up with different vehicle options and vehicle packages as far as colors you see in today's market. But you can't go wrong with the white and the silver, with the silver wheels. It just ties in really nice with everything, because, you know, ultimately you're going to have that extruded aluminum piece on your top rail, your bottom rails, depending on whatever color the trailer is. So again, it works really well. So if you are interested in this trailer, this one is available today. They don't last long, so give us a call. Again, it's a 2022 Logan Coach Bullseye Warmblood 2-horse straight load. Stock number is 5N220278. We always have others on order. We can custom build you something if you want and have a little bit of time. We do take trade-ins. You got a trailer sitting around, you want to turn in extra cash, we'll be happy to buy that as well. So give us a call. Anyone on the sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.